Hey guys, Jake with FASS Motorsports here, back with another feature build, and this one is a special one. We have Scott from BDS brought down. Safe to say this is the ultimate Ranger.
Yeah, absolutely. This is our 2019 Ranger we built for SEMA in 2019. It's the first, pretty much the first Ranger off the line that we could get.
I was going to say, you guys did this when they were not even really available.
Yeah, pretty much we got this from Ford before SEMA. We were the only ones who had one. We partnered with Ford a lot. Yeah. They had a bunch of built Rangers at that show.
So so we're saying it's a SEMA truck with a front drive shaft.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You saw it here first, folks. So obviously this thing's built front to back. You were explaining it to us off camera. As best you can, try to tell us everything that's done to this thing.
Yeah, so when we first got it, obviously BDS is known for good quality suspension parts. So
sure.
We did a 6-inch coilover system on this truck, give it some altitude, makes it look nice and aggressive.
Sure.
The big thing with this is we wanted it to be different than any other Ranger out there. So with the utility bed that you'll see here in a little bit, we had to cut the frame and extend it. So we actually did a 6-inch bolt-on coilover system in the front, which anybody can do for any of their Rangers.
Yep.
And then the rear is actually an F-150 spring with Fox 2.5 shocks and airbags in there.
So you were explaining to us earlier, this has an extended frame, it's got a utility bed, and this thing's seen a lot of abuse off-road. Like this is, if you can't tell on camera, it's a very good-looking truck, but there's paint chips and scratches. It's a truck. But you were explaining to us that from BDS, or hopefully FASS Motorsports, you can buy all the parts on this off the shelf. There's nothing as far as suspension that can't just be bought directly from BDS.
Right, absolutely. Everything on this is completely off-the-shelf bolt-on components. Awesome. There's no custom parts. We wanted this to, anybody can go out and build their Ranger just like this.
Now, as far as Rangers go, because I know this is still a really hot platform, you guys offer the full range of leveling kits all the way to big 6-inch coilover kits just like this.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to basically adhere to anybody who has these if they want a little bit of level with a nice wheel and tire package, or go up to an aggressive off-road machine.
Now, being that this is a custom setup, stretch frame, utility bed, what was the thought process behind the utility bed as opposed to just kind of leaving what the Ranger came with?
So we wanted to be different. We wanted to be able to go, what are we fans of as enthusiasts? Being yourself, I'm a Jeep guy, so when we built this at BDS, we wanted something that would adhere to the work truck guy and the off-road enthusiast guy. So when this was originally built, they did it with a dirt bike in the back, a fridge freeze in the back, to be able to go for the weekend warrior.
Which is, from my impression as a consumer and as honestly a longtime fan of BDS, I've loved your products ever since I got into trucks. You guys have always done really well in that area. Shameless plug is being something that making a product that can be beat up, can be used the same way you see it in the advertisements, but then driven to work, driven to date night, grocery getting, they really are pretty functional all-around kits.
Yeah, absolutely. And the best part is that it's great bolt-on kits, but also they have obviously our no fine print warranty.
Yep.
So if you're out in the dirt or driving it to work and you have a component fail, BDS, no fine print warranty, we send you out a component.
Yep. And that's kind of become a legend, which is funny that you guys have become so well known off of warranty, because warranties are typically things that companies hide or they try not to talk about. And you guys have become legendary for a lot of reasons, but also because of that warranty. And we've seen it happen. We've seen customers, need something replaced here or there, and it's no big deal.
Right.
Well, this thing is absolutely awesome. What else can you tell us about it? As far as what's the rolling stock? What's the setup on the wheels and tires?
So the wheels are a KMC XD style wheel, Baja, Boss MT, Mickey Thompson, 35-inch tire. Okay. We didn't want to go too crazy. It's still roadworthy, has a really good road manner driving down the road, but you can air them down a little bit and be perfectly fine off-road.
And as far as, so you said powertrain, 2.3 EcoBoost?
Yep, stock 2.3 EcoBoost automatic, nothing crazy about it.
You said it's got the Ford Performance exhaust?
Yep.
And then otherwise just untouched as is, takes the abuse?
Yeah, we did a rear diff guard and diff cover from Ford Performance also, just to give that a little bit more protection.
Okay. And I see, I come from the lighting world. I see you've got rigid front and back. I assume everywhere rigid?
Yeah, there's actually rigid all over this. There's a lot of them actually hidden.
Okay.
So we've got the light bar up top facing forward. We got the pods. There's actually pods on the rear bumper, and there's a bed light in the bed that faces in the back as well. That's rigid.
And this is cool because this is one of those trucks where, like we said, most of this stuff, you could just, call it BDS and buy it. You're good to go. But as we go through the truck and as we've talked about it today, we've noticed that, just like you mentioned, there's so many things about this particular build that, unless you really paid attention to the truck, like you mentioned on the utility bed, custom fender flares.
Yeah, absolutely. So the cool part about those is that a normal Napier bed has a straight style of fender. We wanted to give it a little bit of character, so these were made with a fender flare in it. So it makes it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to most people.
Now, on the Ranger, I see you've got your helper bags here. Is that a factory setup from Ford, or is that something you guys did after
so we did that in conjunction with this, because the bed is so heavy and we carry quite a bit of equipment, depending on if we're doing some trails or, you know, going out on the weekends and having fun. We wanted the bags to be there. What's nice is with the bag setup that's on here, it is adjustable, but we have it set so if it ever leaks down or anything, it'll feel bad to fall out.
Nice. Okay. And the way you guys use this truck, that would probably come in.
Right.
Well, this thing's absolutely awesome. Can't thank you enough for bringing it out. As you guys have probably figured out by now, we are a partner with BDS. That's why Scott's here, and he just likes hanging out with us.
Okay.
So if you need anything BDS, from lift kits to leveling kits, you name it, we can help.